Hello, hello. I am Coach Cori Sartori. I empower high achieving women to shift their mindset to grow in their self-love, confidence, and career. Today, I am going to chat with you about how to reduce stress because stress is something that all of us feel, whether we feel it on a daily basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis. Some of us are constantly living in stress, which means that we are constantly in that fight or flight mode in our body. Our body feels that, and it doesn't serve us. And I think part of creating life balance is creating healthier ways to deal with stress and anxiety and other things like that. And so today I wanted to offer you some tips and ideas on how to reduce stress so you can live a happier, healthier life. I know that so many of us have stress in our jobs. As moms, it can be really stressful. We have maybe stressful relationships that are hurting us or not serving us. And stress can come from so many different things. And a lot of times we don't know how to deal with it. So we just feel it and maybe just let it sit with us. But the thing about stress is stress, I think all of us have heard, it can cause a lot of physical harm to our bodies. A lot of our autoimmune diseases, cancer, different things come from stress. And so it is so important to understand how to cope with stress, how to reduce stress, and how to deal with stress when it comes up for you. And so I'm going to offer you a couple things today of how to cope with that. But before I share that with you, I just want to share with you some of the physical things that can happen. And so tune into your body and listen. If any of these things are coming up for you, it might be because you are too stressed in your life. You're too overwhelmed. You're too anxious. And so some of the things that can occur in our body, in our physical being, if we are constantly stressed, are aches and pains. Maybe you have chest pain or you feel like your heart is racing all the time. Some of us have exhaustion or trouble sleeping, headaches, dizziness. Maybe you have high blood pressure. This could be from stress. Maybe muscle tension or jaw clenching. I know for me, when I'm stressed, I clench my jaw. And so at night I'll have to be super aware of release. For my husband, when he gets stressed, it's always stomach issues. His stomach hurts. Maybe some other people have digestive issues, but his stress shows up in his belly, and he's been dealing with it for years and years and years. And so when I give him these tools, it helps the pain subside. So if any of those things are coming up for you, maybe you're feeling too much stress and maybe you need to have a better way of dealing with stress. Stress can also show up mentally or emotionally. It can cause us to have depression. It can cause us to be anxious or irritable. And it can cause us to have panic attacks or even just be sad. So stress has a lot of negative effects. I have a friend who, she worked in the financial world. She still works in the financial world, but for many years she worked for one of the top financial companies in the world. And she was a VP, and she was stressed out 24/7. She would have dreams about her job, and it got so bad to the point where she ended up having to get her gallbladder removed because the stress just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And so her physical ailments, her physical being was taking a hit, and she ended up having to get a gallbladder. And until she chose to leave that job, did she start to get better mentally, emotionally, physically. So if you are working a job that is stressful, if you are a mom that is stressed out, if you are just a person that is stressed, then I challenge you to try on these actions and implement them into your life. So the first thing that I want to share with you to better cope with stress is to exercise regularly. And we've all heard this a million times, how important and powerful exercise can be. But exercise is not just good for your physical body, it's great for your mental, emotional, and spiritual being. And I challenge you, if you don't already have an exercise routine, to start one now. I always tell my clients that they need to be moving their body at least 10 to 20 minutes in the morning, and then at least 3 days a week, they need to be hitting a class that's 60 minutes or just moving their body for 60 minutes, whether that's going on a hike or going to the gym or going to a yoga class. Physical movement can really shift your mindset. right? I started my day today. I went and dropped my son off at grandma and grandpa's, and then I went to a 45-minute strength training class, and it set me up for success. I've been in a good mood all day. I've been productive. I've been happy. And this is something I choose to do 4 times a week, whether it's going to a strength training class or going to yoga. But I also take time to go outside and just be in nature and walk around, whether I'm taking my dogs on a walk or going on a walk with my son or getting into the mountains. There are so many benefits to moving your body, to being physically active. So if you don't already have a good exercise practice, start one. It will help you with your stress. Starting your day with exercise will set your mindset for the day. And so I really challenge you, if you don't already move your body, start. It's so many benefits, especially to help you reduce stress. The next thing that I want to share with you is journaling. Journaling is powerful. This is something that I ask all of my clients to do. I give them a journal guideline, so questions to answer at the end of every day, to help them reflect and build awareness around what came up for them. And so this can be a really powerful practice for you if you are stressed out a lot. This can help you build awareness around what creates stress or what time of day you feel the most stress. Like many people that work in the corporate world, they get stressed at 3 p.m., right? It's getting to the end of the day. They're starting to feel stressed. Okay, I need to get things done before the end of the day. So they'll stress eat or they'll just kind of spiral. So making sure that you take the time to journal will help you build awareness around when you're feeling stressed or when you're feeling overwhelmed or what set you off. And so I challenge you to start make journaling a nightly practice. Maybe you do it in the morning, but it's always good at the end of the day to journal and write out what happened in the day, so then you can have a more peaceful rest. The next thing is to live mindfully. Living mindfully is so powerful. And this is something that I have gotten really good at in the last year. When we're not mindful, a lot of those moments when we're feeling stressed, it's like we're living in the future or we're living in the past. And so we'll stress out or we'll feel anxious, right? When you're choosing to live mindfully, you're living in the moment. And so meditation is a really powerful tool to help you be mindful. It helps you be mindful of your thoughts. It helps you build body awareness. And it's a really powerful practice. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy, right? Like you can meditate for 5 minutes. You can find an app on your phone for meditation. You can go onto Spotify and get a guided meditation that way. There are so many ways for us to meditate these days. For me, I say a mantra. When I get up in the morning and I've started my day, before I start working, I sit and I meditate. And I usually take about 7 to 10 minutes to sit and I repeat a mantra, whatever I need to tell myself that day, whatever's going on in my life, I choose to use that mantra. And so mindfulness can also be visualization. Like last night, I spent some time before going to bed just visualizing, and it really calmed my body down. It really helped me feel restful and ready to fall asleep. And so there's so many different ways to be mindful. Another one that I think is valuable is to just take off your shoes and socks and go walk in the grass and close your eyes, feel the sun on your skin. You know, the weather's getting warmer, so it's the perfect opportunity to live more mindfully in nature. So maybe you choose to walk in the mountains, maybe you choose to walk in your backyard, but just getting your feet in the earth and connecting with Mother Nature can really help you be more mindful and be in the moment. There are times where I just lay in the hammock in my backyard and I watch the leaves. But again, that is allowing me to just be present in the moment and to be mindful. And in those moments, I don't feel stressed. I feel relaxed and I feel peaceful. So I challenge you to try on any of those things to live a more mindful life. The next thing is focus on growth. Growth is powerful. This is something that I am committed to doing till the day I die. I have been really invested in my self-development for over 9 years. And the commitment I have to my self-growth is incredible. Like I am absolutely living a life I love. And I don't have a lot of stress. And as somebody who is an entrepreneur, I feel stressed at times, but it's not very often. There's moments as I build my business and I have these growing pains, right, that I feel stress. But for me, I'm committed to growth. So when I have that stress come up, I hire a coach. I start reading a book. I listen to podcasts. I have conversations with other people that are entrepreneurs or other coaches or other people that are up leveling, and I get their ideas and input. And so I know that when you choose to continually grow yourself, you are able to handle stress better because you are committed to, instead of just running past it, to figuring out why it's coming up for you and how you can overcome this. So at the beginning of the year, I was having growing pains with my business, and I was having that fear of failure or that self-doubt come up for me. And so I got committed to more growth and having those conversations with other women that are growing their business of like, this is what's coming up for me. I started to read this book called Fearless, and it really helped me. I did listen to podcasts. I would Google podcasts, of imposter syndrome or fear of failure. And I just was committed to the growth. And because I chose to continue working on myself through this hard time, I overcame it. And now I feel really powerful and strong and passionate, and that fear is gone. I'm sure it will come up again as I level up and I grow my business more, but because I'm continued to the growth, I know that I will be able to find a way to move through it and stay strong and powerful with it. The last thing that I'm going to offer you is to follow routines. This is so helpful. And this is something my husband, he is like a routine guy. He has to follow the routines because it helps him not feel stress. And I have routines. I have a lot of routines within my business and with moving my body. And they help me because then I don't feel stressed, especially with working, right? Like I have certain routines within my business that I don't feel stressed and overwhelmed that I am going to, not get something done or not be as consistent or not be as productive as I could be, because you have routines. Like routines really help you gain a sense of security. They help you be more organized. They help you be more productive, and routines are powerful. I think for me, sometimes my routines even help me build awareness around where I'm lacking, what I need to shift and change. Like I have, there's distractions that happen, right? Facebook notification goes off and I get distracted and it pulls me away from my work. But if I have those routines of coming into my office and turning off all my notifications right when I get in there, then I don't have those distractions. And so having a routine really helps you get more organized. It helps you be more productive, and it helps you have less stress in your life. So I hope you choose to try on all of these amazing tools and tips, because they will really help you reduce the stress in your life. And so if there's something else that you are doing, I would love it if you could share it in the comments. Share what you are doing to help reduce stress in your life, because this is a community that I want to build and grow, and I want to support women in healing and stepping into their power. So I have 4 spots open for June. So tomorrow is June 1st, and I have 4 spots open for my one-on-one coaching program. And I would love to support you in reducing your stress. I would love to support you in growing your self-love, building your confidence, and becoming better or stronger or getting more money in your career. This is something that I'm so excited to be adding into my coaching program, is the opportunity to build your business or to grow in your career. All of the women that I've worked with in the past 6 months have wanted to level up within their career or their business. And I will tell you, every single woman that I have worked with has either been promoted, gotten a raise, or exceeded her quarterly goals. So what I do is valuable, and I know that I can offer you a lot of valuable, and I can really help you achieve your goals. So if you are ready to transform your life, send me a DM right now with the word program, and I would love to support you in stepping into your power. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you, and I look forward to connecting soon.